Hello, fans of the SSL. My name is Predrag Dobrić, and I'll be doing commentary for Matchday 13 of the Minors League. We got several close matches today, and it'll be definitely an interesting day, especially for the top of the table clash. We have potential for new teams in the second and third place, though Paris is still dominant at the top. The first match of the day is going to be Krung Thep versus Inter London. A close match on the table. Both teams have shown promise despite losing points, but we can expect them to fight for a higher position by the end of the season. Krung Thep has surprisingly proven to have a lot of bite, despite the fact that they're a newly formed team, and they're doing much better than expected. Inter London, as is the whole organization, is going through a rebuild, but once again have proven that they can take off points when it matters. Here we go, heading straight into the first match. Krung Thep with the asymmetrical 4-3-3. And Inter London with the classic 4-2-3-1. Let's see what this match has in store for us. 6th and 7th place, these two teams, but whoever wins here can possibly jump into 5th. And Patterson starting us off. Roger passes back to Green, Green to Knight, Knight to Elliott, but the attack ends up being kicked away. A chance here from a throw-in by Elliott. To Thep now. Patterson. Elliott. And it's a beautiful goal right past the keeper. Tight angle shot, but Elliott sinks it in. And Krung Thep have an early lead. A beautiful team goal, everyone cooperating, creating space, and Elliott just completely open out wide. Neuer couldn't do anything about it. Let's see if Inter London can maybe retaliate. Yet to record a shot, but it's still early in the game. Long ball from the keeper. Lamba, Roger, Patterson with the breakaway. And a beautiful goal right there. 10th of the season, and Krung Thep has a 2-0 lead really early into the game. Inter London have to do something serious right now to change this momentum. And once again, beautiful team goal, everyone cooperating in the exact place they need to be, and Patterson just sinks it in with crucial precision. A throw-in now for Inter London. Can they do something from here? Q. Kaufman. Back to Q. Dieter. Q. Back to the defense. A long ball. Can Davidovic get it? He does. Passes it. And unfortunately it goes way wide. But a corner here. Oh, almost went in. Beneficent ends up securing it, but that was really close. Now a corner for Krung Thep. Elliott taking it. Still in their possession. It ends up being saved by Neuer, and it's back for a corner. Can they do something better this time? Once again knocked away, but still in their possession. And a free kick now. And almost head goes in, but it's just off the crossbar. Thep really dominating this game right from the start. Inter London passing the ball, seeing if they can create a chance here for the middle. Q has it. Leiter. Van Eindhoven. Kaufman. Chance here maybe. Dater. Kunkowski. And it's a goal. But is it offside? I think it was onside. Let's see what VAR has to say. And yes, it was onside. Inter London have taken one back. Deiter with a long ball, and then Kunkowski just perfectly finishes it. Right past the keeper. They haven't drawn level yet, but one goal can still go a long way. Ball's back with Thep. They want to secure a third goal, just to establish that 2-goal lead again. Elliot. Mamba. Going past on the left. Can you get past Deiter? Back to Elliot. And it'll come to nothing in the end. Corner for Inter London. Last time they had a really good chance. Can they repeat that? It's headed away. Van Eindhoven. Bear. Passes it back to Van Eindhoven. A sneaky through ball, but Mamba catches it. But he ends up losing the ball back to Van Eindhoven. Kane. Davidovic. And still with Davidovic. But the shot is blocked. And it goes for a throw-in. And that'll be the end of the first half. Inter London dragging the game back into their hands by the end of the first half. Krung has still been a bit more dominant, and it shows in the scoreline 2-1, but Inter London definitely have the tools to at least get a point out of this. But we've seen here in the SSL how much the game can change in one half. And I think there were no subs made. Both teams think they have what it takes to win right on the field. Davidovic gets past the defense, but can he get... No, unfortunately can't get a good pass. But it's still in their possession, but Mamba takes it away. And now Roger with a chance to Elliot. But Elliot is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. Corner for Thep. Mamba taking it. And it's over the bar. Throw in by Knight to Patterson. Patterson to Green. Back to Knight. All the way back to the keeper. Catil. Took Mamba to Roger. And is he onside? That looked a bit tight. Let's see if he's onside. And the goal is disallowed. Thep wanted that third goal. Unfortunately, Roger isn't going to get it. Yep, clear offside. But another corner here. Maybe they can still get that third goal. And they do. Bobby Green on the near post beats the keeper, and it is 3-1. Thep won't have to worry about that offside goal. But can Inter London get one back? Now it's a chance for them. Throw-in by Corrigan. Kaufman. Corrigan again. Q. Van Eindhoven. A shot, but it's in safe hands by Beneficent. Free kick by Bear. Corrigan. Kaufman. Gets past Elliott, but ends up losing the ball. Dobrić. And his shot is saved. A corner here, another chance for Inter London. Can they capitalize, get back that to a 1-goal disadvantage? Van Eindhoven. All the way back to Q, and unfortunately nothing's gonna come of it. Ball back with Krung now. Thep tries a through ball. But back to him. Patterson. And it's off the crossbar. Somehow it didn't go in. Could have buried the game right there. Elliott now. And it's going to be a corner. Can they get another goal from the corner? No, it's headed away. Elliott tries another cross, but Kane gets it. Bear to Corrigan. Corrigan to Kaufman. Back to Bear. Cabral. Konkowski. Kaufman. Can he sink it in? And he does. It is 3-2, and once again, Inter London have a lifeline here. Over 20 minutes left to be played, and they still have a chance to get that point. A beautiful finish right there past Beneficent. And now a corner here. Can they make it 3-3? Can they seize that momentum? And they almost do, but it's cleared. And Kane, unfortunately, wide, but it's off Patterson, so they're going to have another chance for a corner here. They really have to seize that momentum if they want to get that point. It's headed away, but still in their possession. Van Eindhoven, Corrigan. Bear. Can they make something of it? Cabral. Q. Cabral. And the possession is taken away by Elliott. A through ball to Caetano. And it's a penalty. Or maybe not. The ref's going to look at the VAR. Looked a bit soft on my end, but we'll see. What's the final decision? No penalty. Inter London still with that chance. Patterson. Back to Green. Now to Knight. All the way back to the keeper. But poor pass, and it's taken by Van Eindhoven. Now Dobrić on the left. Gets a pass to Q, but unfortunately the shot is wide. Building up from the back here. A long ball by Neuer. falls into possession for Krung. Thep passes it to the left. Elliott now overlapping with Mamba. And a beautiful shot right there. This should secure the game for Krung. Once again, a beautiful team effort. Mamba passing to Elliott, who overlaps and is completely wide, able to get it past Neuer. Inter London put up a hell of a fight, but never mind. Kronkowski with a beautiful free kick, and the game is still on. It's 4-3. Inter London refusing to go gently into that long night. Still a chance to get that point. I have to respect that fire, that hunger. They're not going to take this line down. Patterson now on the right. Tries the through ball, but it gets intercepted. Still with a chance. With Inter London defense proving secure this time. Another chance. Gaetano here. Green. Back to the keeper. Back to Gaetano. Patterson. Elliott. And it's blocked goes for a corner. They scored one goal off a corner. Can they score another? Headed away, but still in their possession. Recycling possession. Can they make some impressive pass? They can. Elliott on the right. Across here to Roger, and it's a beautiful goal. Roger gets a goal after the one that was declared offside. 15th of the season for 5-3. I would dare say the game is over, but we've seen how Inter London just cannot stop crawling back from every disadvantage. And it's 4 minutes of game time. Another chance here for Inter London. It's taken away from Kronkowski. Elliott now with the ball. Tries to get past Dobrić. Dobrić gets it back to Corrigan. But the game is over. I mean, Krung were deserved winners here, but by God did Inter London make them fight for every inch of it. You can see how much of a beautiful team game Krung played with so many different goal scorers. In the end, player of the match was Don Patterson. Deservedly so. A bit of a shame for Inter London that they weren't able to get at that point, but they played their best and it definitely showed. What a way to start off the match day. Now we're heading for our second game, which is also a close one. Athenai and Cairo City. Despite their lower position in the table, both of these clubs have gotten some impressive results this season. And they're close in ability, so we can expect quite likely an impressive game, just like Krung and Inter London was. After that incredible first game, let's see what Athenai and Cairo have in store for us. Athenai playing a 4-2-3-1, though it looks like two center mids instead of DMs. Cairo City playing also a 4-2-3-1, but with one DM and one center mid. Similar tactical approach might come down to individual brilliance. Well, we'll see. And Cairo City start us off. Fortunately, that early chance for Cairo won't come up too much, but still a chance here. Ramos now. Nudge. Gets intercepted, so now it's counter for Athenai. Vanderslav. Ruben gets past his man. Passes it back, but Sinclair intercepts it. Now Cairo on the counter. Penderlin. Back to Nudge. Beautiful pass. Nudge crosses it in. And it's a beautiful goal by Strom. Absolutely incredible team play from Cairo. And they take the lead against Athenai. Now Athenai with a chance to respond. A throw-in from a close position. Obvious with a shot, but it's saved by Kanders, and it's in for a corner for Athenai. Ruben taking it. Headed away, but still in their possession. And a beautiful shot outside the box. And Athenai are level with City. A very dynamic game from the start. You can see Cairo had the ball away. Panda passes to Vanderslav, and a beautiful outside the box shot into the top corner. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Cairo, I'm sure, eager to immediately get that back, but unfortunately that shot goes way over. Like I said, very close teams. Quality games to be expected here. And a beautiful corner goal from Terminus Ultimus. An absolute unit of a player, and it shows. He was a key player for his team in the academy, and now shows how much he matters to Cairo City as well. Athenai building up from the back. Looking to capitalize on a positioning mistake by Cairo. But can Cairo's pressing do something here? Lorenzo passes to Morgenstern. Morgenstern crosses it to Panda. Panda header, but it's saved. Ruben taking the corner. Headed away. Back to Panda. The cross gets intercepted, and it'll be another corner. Cairo take away Athenai possession. Ramos here with a chance. Shoots it, but it's saved. And it's out for a corner. Gorham with a corner here. Can ultimate score again. He tries, but it's over the bar. Morgenster with a throw-in. A shot, but it's blocked. Back in Athenai possession. Vanderslof passes it, but shot is way too far. Back in Athenai possession. But Cairo takes it away, only for it to be taken back by Athenai again. Mitski with a cross, or Clavius with a header, but it's off the target. It looks like the first half is coming to an end. Like I said, a very close game. Athenai 1, Cairo 2. But several beautiful chances for both teams. It's anyone's game in the second half. Let's see if the teams make any substitutions. Perhaps grab an edge they think they that can help them win. Nicholas Corrigan for Vanderslof, and Zizou Lapta for Xavius Kenderlin. Let's see which team will grab the initiative in the second half. Centauri gets intercepted, but the ball is still in Athenai's possession. Corrigan, but it's way off. An injury here for Athenai. Santori injured early on into the second half. That certainly isn't going to help Athenai. But let's see if they can carry on regardless. The ball's in their possession. Ruben with a cross. Gets headed away by Tank Destro, but not that far. And it's going to be out for a corner. Header way off the bar. Another chance here for Athenai. The ball gets taken away by Ramos. Passes it to Naj. Naj crosses it in. And it's a scramble in the box, which Sturm ends up being the victim, taking Cairo City's lead up to 2 goals. A bit of chaos in the box with headers flying everywhere, but it ends up being Sturm who soars above everyone else. And Cairo take a commanding 2-goal lead. Let's see if they can secure it. Ball gets taken away by Athenai. Immediately a chance here. The attack is stopped, but the ball is still in Athenai possession. Klavius now on the right. Passes it to Rubin. Rubin has a chance here. And it's wide. But can he do something with a corner now? Klavius heads it way over. A bad pass interrupted with Sinclair. Sturm now. Not a chance for Sinclair, but it's wide. Teams are pretty equal in quality of chances, but Cairo has been more clinical. Ball gets intercepted now. Chance for Panda. And he scores. A beautiful through pass over to an unmarked Panda. And now Athenai are only 1 goal down. Five minutes to go. Let's see if they can get a point here. Another 5 minutes of extra time. And the ball is in Athenai possession. Can they squeeze a point out of this game in the dying minutes? We're again to Rubin. Rubin beats his man, passes to Oclavius. And it's a foul. And it's a red card for Sinclair. I mean, it's a foul at the end of the action, and he was wide open for the goal, so makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, Athenai unable to capitalize on the chance. And Kander's gonna keep that ball as long as he can to waste those minutes. A long pass. It's intercepted, but back to Naj. A cross into the box. Lopta here. It's back in the hands of the Athenai keeper, but that's it. That's all she wrote. Once again, a really close match with both teams completely showing up and definitely making a moment out of the game. But in the end, Cairo City were able to take over. Well played by Athenai. Well played. Now we're heading into the third game of the match day. Two very close matches. Both in the game and on the table. Both of these teams in the first and the second match, being close to each other. But now we have a clear favorite in the third game, though Rapid Magyar can always surprise us. Let's see what this match has in store for us. Rapid Magyar, or Magyar, still continuing with their preferred formation, with Seoul sticking to that 5-2-3, similar to Paris. This served them both well. And Seoul started us off. A long pass to the right for De Giron, already possibly making a chance. Walker makes a long pass to Blackwood. Another chance here for Seoul from the throw-in. Blackwood crosses it to Giron. Giron passes it to Barr, and Barr sinks it in immediately. First minute into the game, and Seoul have taken a lead. Great team play. Blackwood crossing it to De Giron heading at the Barr, and Barr ready to immediately smack it in with his left foot. A corner here for Seoul now. And it's over the bar. Seoul taking it to Magyar from the start. I mean, as you would expect, they were favorites going into this match. But we've seen the first two games how close they can get. Let's not count Magyar out just yet. All back in Seoul possession. Hong Min gets past several defenders, tries for a shot, but it's blocked. To Walker, De Giron, but Barr can't get to it. Long ball to Magyar, and it's saved. Oh, it was offside even. Unfortunate. Oh, a really bad defensive mistake there. And Asprey saves Seoul right there. That could have been a dramatic equalizer. Corner gets headed away. To Scott now. Tries to cross it in. But Stain kicks it out to Buda. And nothing will come of it. Ball's back in Magyar possession on Bismarck. Passes it to Stamp, but it's taken away by Barr. Giron whips it in, but the Magyar defense stays strong. Kawasaki now to Walker, back to Giron. Across here to Barr, and Barr can't get it on target, unfortunately. Corner here from Magyar. Late into the first half, can they get an equalizer? It's headed away. Caught now. He shoots, and it's off the post. Very close to being an equalizing goal for Magyar, but it's off the post. So Seoul did have several chances. They weren't as dominant as possibly expected with the first minute goal. With the few chances Magyar was able to create, they've been trying to squeeze every possible advantage out of them. Let's see if anything will change with substitutions. Unless Seoul pick up the tempo in the second half, Magyar could equalize here. Red Lasso and Red Panda for Walker and Blackwood. Magyar building up, steady, and Stomp is fouled. A free kick from a dangerous position. Timotheus will be taking it, and it's off the wall, so in for a corner. Headed away. A throw-in for Seoul now. A beautiful kick, but it's saved by Van Bismarck. Another corner here. Headed away. Another corner. Seoul peppering the box. A beautiful chance there. Seoul realizing they can't get a chance from near post corner, so he can't wide, but ends up coming to nothing. Panda with chance here, and it's off target. We crossed the 60th minute, still 1-0 to Seoul. Van Bismarck with the long ball, and it ends up in Seoul possession. Now a chance here for Magyar, Albison, and it's saved. A corner here. Can they equalize? Headed away, but still in Magyar's possession. A poor pass, but it's going to be a throw-in, and no chance will come of it. Lasso with the ball. Kawasaki. Back to Asprey. Panda. Crosses it in, and it's a beautiful goal by Kim Hong-min. A beautiful cross by Panda, and clinical finishing. You can see that here on the replay. Panda gets past two Magyar players and serves it for a tap-in. And Seoul have a 2-goal lead. Looking more and more likely that they'll be walking away with all 3 points. Ball still in sole possession. Back to Panda. Panda running down that left side. Another cross. Unfortunately, nothing happening this time. 12 minutes left to play. Long ball from Van Bismarck. Ends up in sole possession. But Panda makes a mistake. Albison grabs the ball. Van Gerritsen still has it. Passes it to Genofius. Genofius shoots and it's a goal! It's a goal for Genofius. And Magyar still have a chance here. Not a single team so far this match day has gone easily down. Everyone is fighting for those points, and that's what you want to see. Corner here for Seoul. Can they bury the game and snuff out Magyar's hopes of getting points? It's headed away, but only back to the Giron. Good shot, but it's saved. And back for a corner. Once again, headed away. And nothing will come of it. Game coming to a close. Lots of yellow cards. Definitely physical game. And we see here, unfortunately, a very physical game as the Giron gets injured. With Super Sub coming in. 5 minutes left. And a corner here for Seoul, looking unlikely, like Magyar will be able to equalize. Headed away. Bargebufimovic shoots and it's saved. Another corner. Taken by Ahmed this time. Headed away. Chance maybe here for Magyar to equalize in the dying minutes of the game. And the shot is blocked. What a beauty that would have been. A final corner here. 2 minutes over the original extra time. And it's headed away. Lesotho tries. But unfortunately, Seoul will be coming out with all 3 points. Magyar put on a hell of a show. Just all the... Unfortunately, Seoul were favorites for a reason. Red Panda winning the Player of the Match award. And it was clear why. He was completely dominant on that side. Every single match so far has been phenomenal, close games all around. But now we see a top of the table clash. North Shore United versus Paris. Paris has been dominant, but North Shore has been slowly and steadily climbing back up to that second place. And if there's anyone who has a chance at knocking them off their perch, it's North Shore. But they have to win this 6-pointer. North Shore with their 4-3-3 against Paris with their seemingly invincible 5-2-3. Let's see if North Shore can finally put a crack in that Paris armor. Steady build up. Lizard on the right, but the ball's taken away. A free kick here by Habjanic. A beautiful kick, but saved by Mobic. Dybala with a corner. Headed away. Paris building out from the back. Ball's taken away, only to go back into Paris possession. Habjanic. Long ball to Dybala. Can he get to it? Mobic gets there first. But it's a penalty. Ref says that it's a penalty that Mobic knocked down Dybala in his attack. And let's see what VAR has to say. Yeah, VAR confirms. Actually, it was Ball who brought the player down, not Mobic. And Belmont slots it in. Cool head for his 17th goal. Absolutely dominant this season. One of the key reasons why Paris has been able to be so strong offensively is his clinical finishing. And Paris take the lead. Head has the ball. Wins. Foot kicks. Back to Wins. The ball to Lizard gets interrupted by Rashford. O'Sullivan. Back to Sullivan. To Ball. Ball shoots and it's off the post to Andrews. And it's out for a throw-in. A beautiful shot right there, but couldn't quite find the back of the net. If a game as close as this one, that penalty might be the key factor to the end of this game. We'll see. Still plenty to be played. Ball sprinting across that left side. Shoots, it's blocked to Rashford, who scores it. Absolutely smashes it in, and it's 1-1. North Shore showing why they can and will push Paris for every point. Bit lucky to find itself at the foot of Rashford after that pinballing, but you need to be a clinical player to finish those. Now a chance for Paris. Belmont sprinting. Habjanic. And passes it to Dybala, who is not going to be missing that. A beautiful shot right there. Mobic tried his best to save it. I think he even did catch it a little, but it went off his body and into goal, I think. Yeah, Unfortunate. Mobic was able to get himself in the right position, but it wasn't enough. And Paris immediately take the lead. Gibraltar. Warwick. O'Sullivan. Tries to get it to Andrews, but Aoi gets it. Kerrigan. Passes it to Slabhead. Wins to Lizard. Lizard to Dybala. Beautiful football right there. Almost gets in. Headed away but Warwick, but Habjanic ready. And Footkicks tries again. Head gets to it before Rashford. And it's complete chaos as both teams are completely fighting for that ball tooth and nail. A mistake here by Gibraltar, but Knežević is able to save it. Ball is able to get it to Rashford. Gibraltar to Knežević. Ball again. Gibraltar. Sullivan. Berbatov. Knežević again. A through ball, but wasn't able to reach Sullivan. Now it's a counter-attack by Paris. Dybala pouncing on it. Sprints past players, but it's blocked. Now back to North Shore. Rashford gets that ball to Sullivan, but it's headed away. And back with Dybala. A dynamic game all the way to the other side to Janic, and it gets pushed away for a corner. Really beautiful football being played by both sides. And you can definitely see that it's a top of the table clash. Thrown by Lizard. Wins Slabhead. Now a chance for North Shore. O'Sullivan sprinting past. Is he onside? And it's a good shot, but it was saved. A corner by Rashford. Headed away to O'Sullivan. Passes it to Rashford. Unfortunately, he was offside. And the first half coming to a close. With, once again, I find repeating myself, a very close game. Paris dominant in the stats, that's for sure, but North Shore has been clinical and absolutely showing that they can push Paris. If with a bit of luck their way, they can get a result out of this game. Now let's see if any substitutions will be made to change the tempo of this game. North Shore starting off the second half. Chance for Paris with a throw-in. Habjanic crosses it to Lizard, but it's headed away. But only back to Slabhead. Paris stretching that North Shore defensive line. And ball finds Lizard, but the cross is knocked away for a corner. Dybala with a corner. And it's almost in, but Mobic makes a save. Berbatov fighting for that ball and wins it. Aoi shoots, but it's blocked. Shoots again, but it's blocked again. It lands to Berbatov, who passes it to Rashford, who sprints down that left side, creating space, passing it the ball, passes it to Warwick, passes it to Andrew, and it's saved. A Rashford corner. It's headed away. And the ball is back in Paris' possession, now trying for a corner. Dybala can't get past all the defense alone. Slows the pace down so that his teammates can catch up. Now Lizard on the right, trying to get past the ball, and he doesn't. Lizard passes it to Dybala. Dybala to Wince. Wince to Habjanic, and it's a beautiful goal. Gets right past Denis Mobek. See here, absolutely beautiful. And right near the post corner. Right there. No short, desperate to get one goal back again, to limit that advantage to only two, rather one, to get it away from two. Back in North Shore possession. Rashford gets to the ball. Crosses it in. O'Sullivan and a header from Berbatov, but no dice. Another attack by Paris. Dunkirk to Wince to Belmont, and it's another goal for Paris, but is it onside? Let's see here what VAR has to say. And I think it is. I think they've accepted it. Let's see here. Yeah, Belmont stays completely onside, and a beautiful finish. And Paris shows their dominance. Yeah. Clever positioning by Belmont. North Shore tried definitely keeping pace in the first half, but second half is a completely different story. Great chance there, but nothing to come of it. A throw in by Warwick. Andrews. O'Sullivan header, but once again, just wide. O'Sullivan passes it and Mitdiero. But is he onside? He was not. The goal is disallowed and Andrews is injured. A very close offside. It's a shame for North Shore United. Past the Lizard. And it's knocked away for a corner. Headed over. And I think this will be the end of the match. 4-1 dominant win for Paris over second place North Shore United. The first half promised a very close game, and it delivered. The second half, completely different story. Paris showing why they're the favorites to win the minor league. Habjanic winning player of the match. A very creative force, creating several chances and picking up a goal and an assist. And for the final match, today Montreal United against FC Kaapstadt. Another very close match, at least on the table. Last time they played, however, it wasn't that close. Montreal trying to scrape any points they can. After winning the minor league last season, they've been struggling this season. Kaapstadt currently are above them. Teams getting ready for the final game of the match day. After very impressive games so far, let's hope that the final one is just as impressive. Montreal playing a very unique formation, a 4-2-4, though asymmetrical, and Kaapstadt keeping it simple with a 4-2-3-1. If Kaapstadt win this, they take second place. If Montreal win this, I believe they get up to fourth, or possibly third, but I think it's fourth. And Montreal start us off. Clark passes to Dobrić, but he loses the ball. And nothing comes of it. But another chance here for Montreal to Power. Power to Skaugard. Skaugard open and shoots, but it's saved. And now a corner here that was headed away into another. And it's another corner. Kaapstadt defense staying strong. A beautiful chance right there, but it was saved. and it will come up to nothing in the end for Montreal. Bad pass by King. Now Gorgon carrying the ball. But it's taken back by King. Long ball to Sinclair, who's completely open. Passes it to Power. He passes it to Pedersen, who shoots, but it's way over. Now corner for Kaapstadt. And it's completely wide. Free kick here. And a chance, but it somehow isn't scored. But Gorgon still has the ball, crossing it, but it's headed away. And it's out for a throw-in. What a shot. It's incredible that it didn't go in. And another free kick. Really close. Skavgård. Running across the right side, passing it to Sinclair. Millwall to Bull. Ping back to Skavgård. Power. To Skavgård again. To Millwall. Beautiful passing, but it's taken away. Now on the other side. Chance for Kaapstadt. But the Montreal defense stays solid. Ball still in Kaapstadt possession. Is it going to be a penalty here? It might be. No penalty. Might have been a bit of a dive from the Kaapstadt players. Montreal being patient with possession. Bull to Skavgård, but it's intercepted. But it's back to Skavgård. Pedersen. The Bull to Dobrić, who passes it long to Skavgård. No wall. Back to Skavgård, across to Clark. And it's somehow not in. It is somehow not in. Incredible. Ball intercepted by Montreal, now to Sinclair. Ball's foul, but no call. Back to Hall. A chance here for Kaapstadt. But Clark clears it. To Dobrić, who gets it to Bull. Sinclair back to Bull, and he has a chance here. And there is no goal. A mistake here by Millwall. And the shot is blocked and out for a Kaapstadt corner. Both teams absolutely showing up to this match. 0-0 in the first half. Montreal generating plenty of chances, but the quality is not that much higher than the chances Kaapstadt has. We'll see who ends up breaking the deadlock first. Let's see if the teams make any substitutions. And Dobrić coming in for Kupinas. Plenty of action already in the second half. Throw in here for Montreal, but it's taken by Kaapstadt. Back in Montreal possession. Into Millwall to Skavgård to Sinclair, but gets it to Bull, who somehow can't. Oh no, it was offside anyway. I was gonna say can't get it on target, but it was offside. An interesting choice by Williams to come out that far. Skavgård passes it to Power. Power shoots, but it's blocked. And out for another corner. Scramble in the box. A bad pass by King, intercepted by Gorgon. Now a chance for Kaapstadt. But King gets the ball. Now back to Sinclair. And it's out for a throw-in. Free kick by Sinclair. And it's just over. And it's a goal from Dobrić, finally breaking the deadlock. Coming in from that left side, cutting inside and scoring that goal. Throw-in started by Clark. Pass to Millwall, back to Dobrić. And then scoring it. A bit of a lucky deflection, but we take those. Let's see if Kaapstadt can immediately respond. A chance here. The shot is blocked, but it's still in their possession. Saved by Williams. 20 minutes left to be played. Pass it to Skavgård, who gets it to Millwall. Millwall with a long ball to Sinclair. Is it a penalty? Let's see the call. Last time it wasn't a penalty against Montreal, but will it be a penalty against Kaapstadt? It is given. Xavier to take the penalty. And he scores it, and it's 2-0. for Montreal United. With about 20 minutes left to be played, can Kaapstadt get a point out of this? Long ball from Hull is headed by Dobrić, but only back into Kaapstadt possession. Caldron, completely open, scores the goal, dragging one goal back for Kaapstadt. You see a cross to Ashworth. Caldron, who was completely open, and Millwall and Skovgaard were unable to. Gets past Williams and gets one goal back. Will Montreal buckle? Chance for Sinclair, shoots, but it's saved. Another corner for Montreal. The far post, and it's headed away. And another corner. And it's over the bar by King. A free kick for Skovgaard. Into the wall. Kaapstadt looking to maybe create a counter-attack from this. Ashworth pass gets intercepted by Power, and it's back to Williams. Passes it back to Xavier. And now an attack on the left side by Clark and Dobrić. Passes it back to Clark, who shoots, and it's saved. Another chance for Montreal. Back to Clark. Long ball to Dobrić, who heads at the ball. And it's Sinclair actually who gets it, but was it offside? It wasn't. And let's see that again. 3-1 for Montreal. Dobrić heads it to Bull, but it was Sinclair who pounced on it and got the third goal. And now surely it looks over. Though a corner here for Kaapstadt, maybe they can drag one back again. Headed away, but only to Gorgon. Bull intercepts it. Passes it right back to Kaapstadt. DeWitt passes the ball back to the keeper. But the ball ends up in Montreal possession. Now with Sinclair getting on the ball. Passes it. And is that another penalty? Is the referee going to give 2 penalties to Montreal after not giving one to Kaapstadt? People are going to definitely talk about that. It is a penalty. And Xavier is stepping up to take it again. And he scores it again. 4-1 for Kaapstadt. Oh, sorry, 4-1 for Montreal. I'm sure many Kaapstadt fans would wish it was the other way. And the game looks like it's about to come to a close. A last chance here for Kaapstadt. but it's saved by Williams. A corner. But it's saved by Williams again. And that's it. Montreal United, FC Kaapstadt, 4-1. With Predrag Dobrić winning player of the match. A goal and an assist. There's gonna be a lot of controversy with those penalty calls. But in the end, even outside of them, Montreal definitely had a dominant performance. A fantastic match day in the minor league. Lots of great games. The first 3 games proving really close. 5-3 Krung Thep Inter London, 2-3 Athenai Cairo, 1-2 Magyar Seoul, 1-4 North Shore Paris, and 4-1 Montreal United Caapstadt. Lots of places being shifted around on the... And can't wait to see you all here next day. I've been Predrag Dobrić, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary.